You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's The Voice After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's The Voice After Show.
Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to The Voice After Show. It is only 1 week until the finale. I'm your host, Michelle Macedo, and we have here our co-host, Melissa Macedo.
Hey guys, what's
Twinsy,
up?
and
Mark Allen.
Yeah.
What's happening?
And you guys can follow us on Twitter at Macedo Music. Double.
Yes, do it.
And I'm just single.
Dude, yeah,
There's
yeah.
Mark E. Allen, A-L-A-N, or AfterBuzz TV.
Well, also,
That's where you can get
I was going to
all
say
of
you should
us.
definitely tweet AfterBuzz TV, because tonight we have a really exciting guest calling in, and that's Pip Andrew.
Yes.
Apparently,
Can't wait for
his
that.
full name, yes, is Philip
Applause.
Philip
Andrew,
yeah.
correct?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is cool,
I
but
can
see that.
Pip's way cooler.
Yeah.
Way cooler. It's more Charles Dickens, you know?
Yeah, like Pippa.
See, I can't just go by. I wish I can't just go by Mark.
No, that's what, but, well, you do, right? I mean, well, you guys, before we get into this, because it's a crazy show with Pip on it, well, you guys, all of the hosts here volunteer. Everyone comes in on their own time, and we really appreciate it when all the positive people go to iTunes and rate us in positive ways.
Yeah, we love.
You can also be drinking the
Positivity.
Haterade, but
Some people drink the haterade.
it actually does hurt people's feelings. But whatever. It's not like I read it. Well, I'm just saying, one time I posted a positive comment about myself, and it was under my name. So make sure. It was like, Michelle Macedo, it's so cool, Michelle Macedo. Yeah. Anyway, so rate and comment, tell a friend. It only takes a minute, and it's way worth it. And the more fans we get, the better the guests are for you guys. And you guys can call in and tweet us and stuff, and we'll always tweet back and let you know what's up.
Yeah.
And also, all right, ready for this one? Bing is for doing. And Amazon, yeah, that's right. It is actually for doing. Before you're going to go shop online at Amazon, go to AfterBuzz TV and click the Amazon banner on the top and then shop. Because if you click the AfterBuzz banner, AfterBuzz gets a kickback on your purchase, and it's at no extra cost, and it's a way to support AfterBuzz and let Amazon know that people actually do watch us and listen.
I almost feel like since all three of you are singers, you guys could sing that next time. I don't know. I know that's really corny, but that's that's how I
Yeah,
do.
we'll
funny.
write a little thing about it.
We
little
actually practiced
jingle.
that before. A 1, 2, 3.
It's gonna be May.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys saw that
yeah, it is.
meme.
It is gonna be May.
It's gonna be May tomorrow. So, okay, now that we got all that out of the way, Amazon, Bing, Twitter, well, whatever. Anyway, The Voice.
Let's jump in.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys, the season finale is next week.
That's crazy.
I know, what
Are you
WTF?
flipping out?
Flash
That's
by.
crazy.
We have
That
8
happened.
people, and then by tomorrow we're gonna have 4 people.
That's crazy.
That's
Do
ridiculous.
you think, well, we can get to that. We get to that
well,
during
yeah.
predictions. Okay, I was jumping ahead. First performance, Team Adam, Tony Luca.
My
All right.
man?
How you like me now?
I liked him now.
do that
Yeah,
sound.
I do like him now. I see him having like a legitimate fan base, and
Absolutely.
but you know what? Like I said, I didn't say this yet, but Blake Shelton, he performed and he was awesome. But this competition is something superhuman. Like whoever wins is a superhuman alien.
Yeah.
So it's like
because it does take so much, not just one thing. There's like a billion things that have to go right.
And every
luck.
single person is so different.
Absolutely.
So it's like,
know.
how do you even compare this? You know?
Yeah, I don't know really what it comes down to. And America's voting too. It's like how do you compare?
I wonder if people are gonna try and vote for Blake.
I was gonna say,
like a vote.
I was gonna say, out of all of the performances, I wonder if
were his ranked?
exactly,
Yeah.
where his rank also. Well, I guess if you're sitting in the judges' chairs, you're just sitting there looking like you're judging no matter what.
Yeah.
But it's
hard not to on a
strange
show like
setup.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Tony Luca definitely did it for me tonight because, I mean, I liked him from the beginning, and I felt like Christina was harsh a few weeks ago to him. However,
Okay, so what did she say?
she had said, she just kind of took a couple stabs at him when she didn't need
like-
to. It was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, since then, last week he did the Britney Spears song, and then this week came out with another song that could be one of his hit songs, if it was not already recorded. But no, he definitely is owning it every week now, and she had said that he is one-dimensional, and now he's come out 2 weeks in a row
Yeah.
just
He's
absolutely
so
killing
not.
it. Yeah.
And I think the Britney Spears one really showed everyone that he was unique and original and creative, and that sets him apart.
Yeah.
And it sounded like him.
I really liked last week's performance as well, and I thought it was cool because it did drive Adam to say, well, this is the guy on my team.
Right.
Christina's saying
Yeah.
what she's saying. Well, I love the, I guess, like friendly competition aspect that sort of, came about through that. And that it was a good performance last week. I didn't get to see this one yet, but,
Yeah, it was a good performance. Also, it's kind of a like, yeah, Christina, Britney's
Yeah.
supporting me, so whatever.
Yeah.
How you like me now?
Yeah, exactly. He should be singing that.
Yeah, it was a
I
night
wonder
of, night
if
of
that's what he was
messages tonight.
thinking.
It seemed
Yeah.
like through the song.
Subtext.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what's also cool that I want to say about this song and last week's song? What's
that?
It's a great song. Thanks, Mark. Yeah. It's a great song when you can. Yeah. All right, Ronnie. All right.
We get it.
When you can shift genres, and still have it be a great song.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
He definitely owned it. He gave it his all, and I loved it.
The Catholic schoolgirl uniform was missing.
That's true.
I prefer that.
Yeah.
That it was missing.
Oh yeah.
I always prefer that.
Oh.
That it's
Wait a
missing.
second. Here we go again. Different
Here we
lane.
go.
Let's go.
Yeah, this
Off
could
subject.
Okay, next is Aaron Wille, who's on Team Blake. Okay, and
She did Without You.
yeah, by Usher. At first, she started out, I thought, which this happens, and it pretty much sets the tone for the rest of the song.
Yeah.
She started out a little pitchy.
Yeah, well, it started out very quiet because going into the song, I felt like, wow, this is a great opportunity for her to get really big with the song. And she came out. I mean, I know you need the song to build, and it's hard singing those, low, in that low key. But yeah, I don't know. And she was very emotional throughout the whole song.
Yeah. And you know what? Usually I feel like being emotionally connected fuels the fire of the performance, but sometimes
Yeah.
It distracts.
It just
takes away. Yeah.
like your notes are all over. Her notes were kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, it
Because-
depends. You have to be the perfect amount of emotional, right? Because
Yeah.
you can't.
Yeah.
Because
especially
you
in
could either
her situation.
cry
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then stop singing because you can't sing and cry at the same time.
No.
Yeah.
All that well.
It
Yeah.
doesn't work.
But I
very
mean,
well.
we all know that she has this incredible, huge voice. So yeah, I mean, it didn't connect fully, but I mean, the emotion got in the way. It seemed like, but I mean, she's great. Regardless.
I
Yeah,
mean,
she's so
and she's
good.
proven herself like every week, And I think America, the generality of America, connects to her being emotionally connected, even if the notes
Oh
are
yeah,
off.
exactly. And she's been like from the very beginning. She was the most comfortable person.
Yeah.
Like the very first weeks was like, wow, she just does what she
natural.
does.
Yeah, she's like a star, like already.
I think she should be on Broadway. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just see her
well,
doing that.
she did that one song a few weeks ago that really was a Broadway
Is that
song.
why I
Maybe
think she should be on
And
Broadway?
she's-
She just did a song.
really was
Okay.
Broadway.
Well, and her dad died during the show, and like that just makes me so sad every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
And and imagine how she feels.
Yes.
exactly.
If it makes
So,
you sad,
there we
probably
go.
makes
So-
her really sad.
Well, on Cream Team Christina.
Just put all the words in one. Here's my sentence in one word.
Shorten it there.
Okay, she did Ave Maria, Well, okay, she did
Chris
because
Mann.
she did, but she did. Chris Mann did it, and she's like, "Oh, this reminds me of like when I was like 7 and younger, and good times, and singing it at like great time to people's lives and whatever." So then, of course, I knew that she was gonna sing it,
Here
and
it
I
comes.
knew that it was like
Yeah.
moment. And Chris Mann sang it, and I think that she was right. I don't know. Do you think she was right in giving him that song?
Go ahead.
All right. Here's what I think. I think this is what he does, and people with this style of music, either you're going to connect to it or you're not. However, I love when artists stick to what they do, and at the end of the day, if he's, I don't think he's somebody that's going to be a radio hit. He's not going to be a pop artist. He's not going to be. He's not even in one of the genres that is mostly played on the radio. But people will go and watch him sing. And I mean, it's not all about radio hits for me. So I think this is a perfect song for him. The setting was cool. And I don't know, I just love that he stayed in his lane, and hopefully goes through for his sake. But he's got hard competition with Lindsay Paveo.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I thought it was cool that they chose this song. I was kind of surprised because, first of all, it's not in English. And it's like, how well are people going to react to that? But I thought about that, and it's a religious song. But most importantly, it's like one of the most famous songs of all time. So I think it doesn't even matter that those, like, it's not in English and everything like that.
Right.
Because it's so
maybe you just
famous.
surprised people. Maybe some people didn't know it wasn't in English. Beyonce has a version of it on her
Yeah,
latest
she
album.
does. And
she changes the words.
She changes the words, yeah.
But
But there you go. But
Well, she'll sing in Spanish too.
it's, well,
sing everything.
she'll sing, yeah, she'll just do whatever.
But also I was going to say that when he was standing up there, I literally thought in my head, as I was writing his name down, I was writing down Josh Groban.
Yeah.
Like
100%,
literally
yeah.
wrote down.
Yeah, it's exactly that lane, which pretty much Josh Groban like opened up this whole new genre, and mostly
It's like actually Josh Groban like is the genre. Like
yeah, that's actually what
that
it
I
should be
know
called.
because I don't know that genre that well.
Well, and
Right.
I think that you're right. It's such a famous song. I think that it's just like that's the money. That's a good idea.
But I feel like his performance was really, really, really well thought out and emotionally connected.
well, he was floating on a cloud.
He was literally floating
I know.
at some point.
He had the fog.
He went up into the sky.
Candles.
Like the voice went up into the sky and filmed him
Yeah.
there.
He really sang it amazingly. You could tell he was comfortable with it. I would be nervous about effing up the words, but then again, no one understands
does
you.
it anyways.
Yeah, it
But
doesn't
he
even
just-
matter.
You just know that he executes every single point of the song, which, I mean, if you're judging that, like he just bypassed everybody else.
Yeah, I think he would do really well in musical theater, speaking musical theater.
I think this was his best performance yet.
I agree.
Yeah.
Good job, Christina.
Bam.
I think Christina may have a little crush on him.
And has a baby with him.
Yeah.
That'd
Uh-oh.
be weird.
Yeah.
Team CeeLo. Okay. The song, If You Don't Know Me By Now. All right. Okay, why did it?
Jamar?
Jamar.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah. I wrote everything except for his name.
Well, you don't even need to with him because he has the whole package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
and
just say that dude, and you just know what you're talking about.
But you know what? Stila thought his choices were peculiar when it came to the electronica. But electronica is really coming in right now.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it is on the radio, you know? So I feel like Stila was like, what? And then he was like, oh, okay. This
Yeah.
is fresh. This is new.
Right, yeah.
I feel like it took a moment for CeeLo to be like, this is what the young kids are doing. But I think that CeeLo was open-minded. And out of anyone, like, imagine if you tried to pull that with, like, Christina or something. I don't know if it would have gone so well.
I don't know, yeah.
So, but I thought it sounded really awesome.
Yeah, I thought so too. I mean, what we were talking about before, just like with his whole image is just like wrapped up. Like he knows exactly who he is. He can make any song his original song. And it's just, I don't know, just like that scream run that he did that even like Christina had to mock after.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just like
Couldn't just let
heard
him do it.
I know we heard a couple of those tonight, and that surprised me because I mean that's something that he's never done before. He's had this huge range and just charismatic on stage and just connects with everybody. But he did that little scream run, and then he ends with that solid
Lower
low
yell,
note,
yeah.
which he just that was a couple tricks.
I know,
Yeah.
and he
That he
didn't
did well.
have to go there, and he did the opposite of like what the song normally does. He totally did not have to do that, and I didn't even know that he had that lower range.
Yeah,
all.
I know.
I thought he was
He
just
was
the
high
like
the whole
pusher,
song, and then
Yeah.
he like goes crazy low. Whoa,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
That dude can sell it.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, and that's
Christina
like
Aguilera,
the. I
can
think that's
too.
the yeah, and she will.
She will.
But I feel like out of all of the groups, as far as like the coach versus contestant, that's like the best matchup.
Yeah.
For sure. It's
That's
just like,
true.
Yeah.
because he's
It's
CeeLo's
perfect.
open-minded, and then, Jamar will just
It's
listen
like hip
and
and new and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
look out.
Look at
Not you. You don't have to look out.
Are you threatening her?
Are you gonna throw
I
something
don't
at
know
it?
what to do. Okay. Well, okay. Then there's the Team CeeLo and Adam performance with everyone.
Yeah, Juliet, Jamar. Or
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah. Juliet, Katrina, Tony, and Jamar.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have like these people. Okay, there's Juliet and Jamar, who to me were like they're totally a package. I mean, each of them individually, and I mean they could release an album tomorrow and everything is like set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There would have to be no like campaigns for like who are they, like what are they, and really it just like feeds into and reflects off their voices.
Yeah.
But what did you guys think about that, and what did you think about Katrina and Tony?
Well, it's hard to do a group song anyway.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And they're all freaking out. Like they're probably exhausted. They're like so nervous. They either, they all performed at that point. No, they didn't. But, and some of the voices don't blend. Just because
Right, yeah,
they're
it's
good
hard, yeah.
singers doesn't mean
I know.
it blends
I think
well.
that comes with with practice and experience, especially performing together.
Yeah.
Especially when you're such a solo artist and been working on just your solo package. So I mean, I guess the only person that should feel good about that would be Tony Luca and the Mouseketeers. But I mean, it seemed like I don't know. It seemed like
Is that what they're called?
Yeah,
Is
where
that-
have you
I
been?
made
Yeah.
up that word.
All right, Melissa.
I'll make up words though.
There's a
but-
place
believe
called
it.
Disney.
Yeah.
It's a place.
Let's go there. But but Julia and Jamar definitely, and then Tony. I feel like those three really held their own, but Katrina kind of
Yeah.
slipped. But I mean, you
She-
never know.
She was
But
in
it was
a cubicle.
another. I know, right? But it was another one of those songs like you gotta help me out. Like seriously, vote for us. And
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously. Just about
Like really. But it's like a mix between that and then also like almost falling apart. Like I feel like they probably haven't slept well in a really long time. Like they're probably super nervous.
And
super
they probably
scared.
they've been rehearsing their songs, so they just rehearsed this song and the moments in between.
Yeah.
And they're, what's my line? When do I sing?
Yeah, that's what I wonder about. What if someone just like drops it? I mean, it's
This is like
band.
our Hunger Games.
Yeah.
The voice is like our
It
Hunger
is,
Games.
and it gets
Somebody,
vicious.
yeah, like we're on the same team, but now we have to kill each
Yeah,
other.
that's true.
I hope
They're
that's-
two
Wait,
winners.
Hunger Games
Wait.
with CeeLo's cat.
Ooh, yes. Yeah. Make that up on the thing.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Run
look at
after them.
and then make like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Didn't want to spoil the movie for anybody. I just saw it last night. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, you
yeah.
just
Um,
screwed it up for everybody.
CeeLo's cat is in it.
Yeah.
And CeeLo is no.
And they're probably selling the Cat in the Heart T-shirts online right now.
Yep.
I know I'm gonna get one.
I'm gonna make one with my cat on it.
Not a real cat, fake cat. Anyway, so okay, how do we feel about that performance in general then?
Which one?
Well, them
solid,
all
cool.
together.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Katrina was the weakest link.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. That's all I got.
Cool.
Well, isn't... Oh, no, Jermaine is next.
Yeah, well, Jermaine is on Team Blake, and I'm excited for when Pip is calling in. And he should be
Coming up
calling in
shortly.
soon. So Ronnie just let us know when he gives us a call.
All right.
But anyway, Jermaine Paul on Team Blake. He sings "Open Arms" by Journey, as Carson calls him, the backup singer from.
And now
Jermaine
is
Paul.
the backup singer.
He should have a movie.
Yeah.
With Rob Schneider, the backup singer.
And you know, one of the judges
Rob
gave...
Schneider.
Yeah.
just 'cause.
The stapler.
He's in all of
Do you know
those
the Rob
too.
Schneider?
The stapler.
A Happy Medicine production.
Yeah, exactly.
But I felt like they gave him a note this is now you're really not a background singer. I never thought he sounded like a background singer.
Yeah, when did he sound like a background singer?
He's got this huge voice.
Yeah,
and he always
phenomenal.
goes for like the biggest songs.
It's so crazy.
I feel like people have said that before. It's just like Carson.
It's because it's their story, so they
It's a
have that
story,
in their
yeah.
head.
You know what would have been cool if like he was with the background singers and then he like stepped out as he was singing.
that would be cool.
Oh,
Or
next
even
week.
better, he was with them,
Whoa.
and one of the background singers stepped out, and he stayed in the background. And just
No, that wouldn't be cool. Bad idea. But
or his life. I don't know.
yeah. Well, yeah, but that would be cool. I really like the staging. There were the strings in the background.
Yeah,
and,
that's cool.
Yeah, and I was glad that they didn't like put more videos of Alicia Keys saying congratulations because it's like that's even more like, oh, you're a background singer. What else could make you feel more like a background singer
nothing.
Yeah.
than being like,
That dude is fearless, man. He'll go for those huge notes, and like
Yes.
sometimes he doesn't hit it all the way. I mean, it seemed like on the biggest note of the
Oh,
night.
yeah, on one.
But I mean, it doesn't even matter. The fact that he would just go for that, it's like he wants it so bad for
Yeah.
him, for his family, everything.
And it
This-
seereally effortless for
Yeah.
him, but
Yeah, it
he's
really
so
does.
diverse. Like I mean, Avril Lavigne performance was kind of crazy, but the fact that he went for that, and then he'll go
I know.
for "Living on a Prayer" and just
yeah,
this
it was
open
so
arms, like-
hard.
and Journey, it's like those songs I feel like are too epic to cover, you know?
Yeah.
But
like he'll probably do Queen next week.
yeah.
that would be
Yes.
crazy, and that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so next Team Adam, Killing Me Softly, this performance was Killing Me Softly. In overalls.
So yeah, you know, what do you do when a song is so famous you cannot get the person's version out of your head?
like it started
Also, it
in
doesn't
rehearsal.
help that Adam literally
One
did the
time.
music like exactly the same.
Yeah.
Well,
And he did the one time.
yeah, I was like, no.
Do you think it's because he knew that Tony Luca's like his strong one, like he's gonna play to that? But
Interesting Hunger Games tactics.
but I feel like the only way that song kind of succeeded is if she just slowed it down, did it like
Yeah.
acoustic something, and just belted out the
Yeah.
craziness that she can do. Because she, again, at this point in the competition, everybody has a crazy awesome voice, everybody's unique, but you have to change that song drastically, otherwise it's just you
Yeah.
can't live
And
up to it.
if you're gonna like try and revamp a version, revamp the original, which is Roberta Flack,
Yeah.
because that's a version people haven't heard in a while.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I just feel like same with Adele. You know, just
It hardly
don't
ever
even
works.
try.
it hardly-
Yeah.
Don't
it
even try.
Hardly works.
but it's just like every single, almost like to the note, was what Lauryn Hill sang.
And like
That
her
just makes me want to listen to
performance-
Lauryn Hill.
Her performance was good, but this is how I know because the judges were really nice about it. Okay,
Really
but
nice.
Christina did say, "I wish I could have mentored you because I would have done it differently." But how you know is because when they put the cameras on Christina, she was singing along to the song. She wasn't listening. Okay,
Yeah, that's true.
and when that's happening,
That's
you're
not a
not
good
listening to
sign.
that like original
you're
performance.
like, I love this song.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I love the song. And everyone was like, Lauryn Hill. But, when Tony Luca,
and also though,
no, that didn't happen for anyone else, is what I'm saying.
yeah, but also those moments that we all expected to happen, if they didn't go the way Lauryn Hill sang them, we were like, she messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you
Yeah.
this: like, what's better, if you pick a song that nobody knows, or pick a song that's so overdone and
Age-old
so
question.
yeah.
You know what's cool? When you pick a song that people know, but it wasn't that, like, it's like kind of like, I'm trying to, okay, for example, you know the Tears for Fears song Mad World?
Yes.
And
And
Gary
you
Jules
know how
did it.
Gary Jules covered it?
with the the
I
piano,
see.
just the like the super.
So it's like the song is like this crazy
80s
80s rock song. And then Gary Jules does this like really awesome acoustic cover and slows it down completely and it sounds like a different song.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's cool.
That's
and
the only way you can. I think.
that's the only way.
Succeed.
yeah, like opposite.
Just to make it different, you know?
make it different, or else it's like, why are you doing it? Then it's like karaoke, then it's just karaoke.
Then it's karaoke.
And to me, I know it's a good cover when I feel like I'm hearing the words for the first time.
Yeah, that's cool.
Where I'm like, whoa, I never thought of it. I
sort of
never
want
heard
to
that.
answer the question as far as
Please do, Ronnie.
no, just an opinion. I'm not a singer, so listen. Just in the sense of like an overdone song, like you said, to do Adele versus to do a song that no one knows necessarily or is not that mainstream or whatever. I would go with not doing the Adele, not doing the Whitney Houston, and not nailing that. I don't like that idea. I would rather go with something that people don't really know, and I think what works there is to your benefit. If it is so good, they're going to be like, wow, I don't know what that is necessarily, but it's probably a really great song, and now I want to go discover it. And that discovery zone,
it sounds like your original.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, even though you're still in it.
Trick people.
That was mine. I wrote that.
Yeah. I wrote it first.
Yeah, that's true, Ronnie. That makes sense.
True story.
People like to feel like they discovered something for the first time.
Yeah. Also, it's cool to do like a random 80s song or whatever.
Yeah, or
Make
it's
it-
gonna be May. Just slow that song down.
It is gonna be so.
It's gonna be me.
But it's gonna be.
May.
You said the word wrong.
May.
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 It's gonna be.
Not yet though. A couple hours.
I also had a really bogus idea, but it's not a bogus idea. It's a smart idea. Sorry, I'm on a tangent
Oh,
tonight.
okay.
No, but it is because you guys three of you are all singers, Marcy included. When she'll be here next week or whatever.
She went back to her corner. She couldn't take it. She freaking hated us.
I feel like you guys, we should go with our like Twitter audience or whatever, iTunes, YouTube people, and they should all vote a song for you three to cover. I don't know.
Oh,
That's like
hey.
just an idea because I've been like really online, like checking out the YouTube covers of songs.
Yeah.
Some of them are so good, and some of them are so bad. But I just feel like the audience, AfterBuzz audience, they would love to hear you three do a little something.
I know Mark covers songs all the time.
Yeah.
Every day.
And
Every
for,
day.
what's your YouTube channel thing?
Yeah, check it out. Mark E. Allen.
Mark
The page, yeah.
E.
You're welcome for setting that one up,
Thank
Mark.
you.
Yeah,
Hey.
way to set that up.
But hey, if the audience wants to hear a cover, we tweet or
Totally, we could do a live
Facebook.
finale version, and we can get a dancer in here. I know from The Voice, and he could probably take off his shirt
that'd probably
and dress up like an Egyptian. I don't know.
Just an idea.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Anyway, good idea, Ronnie. So next, okay, yeah, the Lauryn Hill thing that was really intense. Okay, then Blake performed his new single,
Right.
and we talked about that.
Yeah. There it was.
It was good. He gave it his all.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone loves him. Yeah,
There it is.
brand new single.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Blake.
Team Christina,
Yay, country
Lindsay.
music. I love it.
Yay, country.
Yay.
Okay, Team Christina, Lindsay Pavot. How do you say
Paveo?
that?
Paveo, yeah.
Okay. All right. Who
She
we
is the
decided
shiz.
looks like Alanis Morissette, Katy Perry. Is that all?
Yeah, that's
that
what-
was,
yeah, that's
okay,
all.
that's what
My
we
future wife.
Oh wow.
said. Oh wow!
Similar.
You heard it here.
Similar. Not her.
But a
was
little
gonna
bit,
date a
little bit
girl that
older.
looks-
A little bit older.
Oh, okay, yeah. Good
See where I'm
call.
going
Good
with
call,
that?
Mark. Good
You
call.
just
Yeah.
keep trying to save yourself. Do you know how old she is?
No, don't tell me she's like 12 again.
Wait,
He's
no,
not gonna
She's
have it.
10.
I'm
Mark.
just saying. I
She's-
don't know how old she is. I'm asking you. You looked
she
it up.
looks over
No.
18.
Yes, she's 20.
Let's hope, because Marky Allen just said that she was his future wife.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, that she looked like him.
Similar, but
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Possible.
But only if she's insured to be an adult. Anyway.
That seems like the problem. Oh, you got funnies too.
Yeah.
But yeah, she did. I don't want to mispronounce his name.
Skinny Love by Bon Iver.
Bon Iver.
Yeah,
Bon
yeah,
Iver.
yeah. Who I didn't hear of until he got Best New Artist.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah,
he
and
did.
then I checked out all of his stuff and was like, wow, it's kind of unique, cool,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so.
perfect for her.
And this is another example, I think, of how The Voice is trying to be on the pulse of the music scene in a way.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
But Bon Iver has been around for a long time, and it's awesome that now he's getting recognized so much.
Yeah.
Did you guys check out the SNL skit where actually Justin Timberlake was Bon Iver?
Played Bon Iver.
Was the
Maybe I
dude?
don't know.
Well, he falls asleep
You
to
gotta
him
watch
playing
it.
his own music.
Really funny. Yeah.
It's hilarious. Wait, it's Bon Iver, it's Taylor Swift, someone
It's
pretends-
Beyonce,
and Jay-Z.
and Kanye.
Yeah.
Comes in.
I mean,
They're all in the skit?
No, like
they're
people
all-
are playing
People
them.
are playing them.
Oh,
But
gotcha.
Bon Iver comes in and it's totally like, playing the, like
funny.
mellow, stuff that you think you're gonna fall asleep to.
Yeah. But anyway, it was cool. I think Lindsay has the most unique voice on the show.
Yeah, and she has the #1 iTunes downloads.
Yeah.
Really?
That's huge.
Yeah.
Oh, that's huge.
Because you get that counts as votes. Those kinds of,
So does that mean?
Yeah.
Well, as of when was that?
It was a couple weeks ago. I'm just gonna keep on using that fact. But
It must have stayed the
But
same.
you know what also happened I'm sure it's happening in this season. Dia Frampton from last season, that happened to her, the most downloaded on iTunes. She kind of had a similar vocal quality.
That's true.
You
I just
know?
love she doesn't have to show like huge range, which she does have a pretty big range.
Yeah.
But she just draws you in with like even her quiet moments.
Mm-hmm.
And today she played a guitar for the first time, and I thought she's kind of like a pop version of Bon Iver, or like a little more mainstream, but
Yeah,
she's so
definitely.
unique that it's just, I don't know, she's crazy good.
Only
Yeah.
mainstream because she's like commercially
Correct.
likable.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like looking
Right.
even in that way that she's just like she's a younger girl and people are like, oh well, that's
Not too young of a girl.
No,
But she kind of
Heaven
straddles that
forbid.
line. She just has like she can do a little bit of both and just.
Anyway,
Yeah, she can. Yes, she can. Yes.
Solid
Yes.
performance.
She
by
was really
Lindsay
good.
Novell, yeah.
Okay,
She's always good.
people are sitting on the stage. They're trying to go for like an indie, like more acoustic vibe,
Yeah.
like Stevie Nicks type of deal or whatever.
Also, maybe appealing to the indie music fans.
Yeah,
Because it
absolutely.
is that
well, Bon
song.
Iver and Lindsay Paveo, so
Smart.
that's like a thing.
Yeah, that's the
Smart
thing.
thinking.
Okay,
Okay,
but
we
the
have one
thing
more, right?
about Lindsay
Oh.
is
There's a
that
thing.
it doesn't necessarily blend well with others, like
Right.
we learn in The Edge of Glory.
But you know what I think that problem was?
what?
Well, I think Christina was a really good. That's her coach, right?
Yes.
Yeah, was a really good coach for her because I think Lindsay's problem is that sometimes she overthinks it, and her voice is so unique on its own that it can feel scary because maybe she doesn't feel like she's doing enough. And I think in the group one, that can be a really scary situation.
'Cause she's
And I
thinking-
think she tried to overdo it.
Yeah, that's
you know.
yeah.
But she
I know
still
how you feel,
sounded really,
Lindsay.
really awesome. What are you talking about?
Like to overthink it.
No, but yeah, I agree with that. I think Christina kind of can help her, just have a full performance, a full voice, and like stretch her.
And confidence, or at least be like, she
yeah, like you don't have to be
bring out the
quiet whole
diva
time.
Yeah.
quality more.
Yeah.
She seems so, and that's part of what's likable about her. So, not like fragile, but like shy or like,
yeah, innocent, they said.
yeah, it's like vulnerable.
Someone likes that quality. Just kidding.
Yes, this is true.
Just kidding.
And Mark's gonna go buy a shovel for where he can dig his own grave there after the show. Anyway, all right,
dun,
let's
dun.
move on to
We got one more.
Juliet.
Ooh,
It's a
another
man's,
very unique
man's
voice.
world.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you,
The
Carson.
remix. Yeah.
Carson's remix of the title. All
yeah.
right.
I mean, she's always amazing.
Yeah, with her shoulder pads. She's the other one besides Jamar that has like the look down.
Yeah. However, she's in the same group as Jamar.
Yeah.
So she had to come out and
That's hard.
just overpower his performance, which was a good performance. I mean, he's had some great performances. I don't think this was his best, but I think this was her best. So she gave it her all. She has this crazy unique voice. If I sang like her, I would lose my voice in a second.
Well,
I don't know how she does that.
she because
I don't.
okay, this is how it has to be. She is
This
the
is it.
voice is so. This is the voice. The voice is so like not the voice to show, but like a voice. People's voices are so resilient. It's like really amazing what we can do to our voices and still be able to like sing. I mean,
But you know
there's
what
so
I was
many
thinking?
examples. But okay, what?
Were you
No, go ahead.
were you getting to something?
Yeah.
Wait, can I step in while you two are talking to each other? You know what's so funny?
Because that doesn't count.
I
as
know.
talking.
Listen, I was multitasking, so I was stepping away, but I was listening to what you guys were talking about. Getting ready,
zoning
getting ready for our guest, the whole deal. But my point is, when you guys are talking about voices and how funny they are, I almost to my own knowledge, even though I'm here every day and I work here, I was like, oh. If I don't know that those are twins, that sounds like the same girl talking on top of each other. It was just weird to me. So I just wanted to remind listeners that there are two of them.
You guys,
Yes.
there's two of us.
Also,
Yeah.
let's
One of
go.
me.
Let's go to the phones. AfterBuzz TV. Hello.
Hey, Pip, what's up?
Hey, how are y'all?
Good.
Good. How are you?
Thank you so much for calling
great.
in.
Oh, no problem.
We checked out your website. We checked out all your stuff. We looked at your audition performance, and we were just blown away
Yeah, we forgot.
again.
It was a while ago. Going back to that man.
House of the Rising Sun. Amazing.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, wait. I have a few questions for you. We have a few
Alrighty.
questions for you. Okay. So how did you not lose your voice out of like stress or practicing too much
Right.
or get sick?
You know, actually, the thing is, most of us are actually really, our voices are really strained, which is sometimes, like, when you see people that are a little pitchy and stuff, it's because a lot of us, you know, we do work a lot, and they have us, like, you know, sometimes we have 14 hours, and it's singing over and over again and recording for iTunes, and sometimes it did get really stressful, especially for my last performance. I felt like it was almost my weakest just because I've been there for so long and did have a lot of like vocal strain and stuff. So
Yeah.
it was difficult, but I mean at the same time you're on that show, so you have to ask that and you know do what you can to kind of work around.
Absolutely.
Well, do you feel like the pressures that you're put under is just like so much? I mean, the fact that you were there means that you're a superhuman talent alien, like we were talking about. So, like, really, the fact that some people or whatever can be a little pitchy is something A, most people don't notice, and B, it's like, well, that's it. You know, no one, everyone clearly is like so talented, including you, Pip.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you like? I tagged you as a hottie. Did you know that? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. You're welcome. But we love the bow tie. What made
one
you
of the
think of
coolest
that?
styles.
What made you think of that? The bow tie.
The bow tie, actually, I was on a reality show called The Glee Project. I was on the first episode of that, or the first season of that. I was like about a year and a half ago, and I went through the whole thing, and I got towards the end, and they said, you know, you're really a little too boring and clean cut for the industry. So coming up to this show, coming up to The Voice, I kind of worked on branding myself a little bit more, and the whole bow tie thing is, I'm from the South, and you know that's kind of a Southern mantra sort of, and so I kind of just capitalized on that, and then sort of added my own twist with all the colors and the craziness. So I mean, it worked a lot better than I thought it would. People responded a lot better than I thought they would. I mean, Twitter is like, I think there's a Twitter handle for every piece of my clothing.
So what was going through your head? Because you were one of the only people that had all four judges turn around. I mean, did you even? I mean, I know you said you never thought that would happen in a million years after they all did, but what was going through your mind when that all happened?
Well, you know, actually walking on stage, I always kind of prepare myself for the worst, and so I had my like whole speech ready to be like, you know, because you always hear this like classic, like, oh, thank you for this opportunity, and I really didn't want to be like that, so I had like a speech ready for if no one turned around, and then as they all like one by one turned around, I got more and more nervous actually, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is actually going to continue, and it was like this added pressure, and so so it was so strange to me that like people were that into my voice and something that, I don't know, it's just something so normal to me and natural that it's so strange that people would want a part of me for their team, you know. So it was, I mean, that was the best of the show.
So then when did the reality hit you of like really what this all is when you kept on moving on and getting through?
I don't know, when did it, actually, it really still hasn't hit me. I mean, it
feels like it's hitting me right now.
He's like,
I mean, I'm off the show and it still hasn't hit me. So it gets weird, especially when like people occasionally people will like recognize you and stuff, and it's just so strange that people are invested in like me and like what I just love to do, you know, like on my own. Like I would be singing even if I wasn't on the show, you know, even if it was just for myself. So it's really inspiring to see people like actually have a connection with me.
Yeah, plus, not to mention a lot of America, which is awesome. Now, have you gone back to your hometown?
Yeah, I went back a little bit, and
now everyone's like obsessed with you, right?
Everyone has bow ties on.
Yeah,
Everyone's got bow ties.
A little bit more. Yeah, the bow tie for sure. They're like, my family called me one day because like the traffic control people were like talking radio about like how there was a bunch of cars with like stick figures bow ties on them. So like apparently the like town like was like getting into it and like getting into boating and painting their cars and putting up signs and stuff. So it was really cool to like see all of that. So
that's so cool. Did everyone have like a huge party for you?
Yes. Well, I haven't been back home since then. But like when my blind audition aired and stuff, they had a giant party, and it was a lot of fun.
Cool.
Awesome.
So now that you spent so much time actually filming it, and then you got to like the live auditions and all of this stuff, now in your career, like what are you thinking?
Well, you know, I mean, a lot of people keep throwing the like Broadway card around and stuff, but I really, really want to be a recording artist. And you know, kind of right now I'm just kind of finding. I mean, this is all so new to me. I mean, I was in school, and now I'm here, and so it's kind of trying to find my genre and like niche is what I'm like concerned of right now, and you know, getting an album out, because I mean, this show has given me such a good fan base, but you can't keep fans without material, and so my main focus right now is definitely to get an album.
Right.
Get something out so everyone can relate to.
It sucks being good at everything, huh? It's like, I got too many.
Oh my god!
All these options. Why can't I just be good at one thing?
Seriously. Well, actually, Pip, you know, I saw you on the Glee project. I remember you. Yeah, and I was like, how do I know that guy? I was like, oh, probably just reminds me of someone I know. But then I actually saw you, and since you did make a whole image out of the bow tie thing, the clean cut thing, out of what the Glee project told you, what was like like disadvantage. I think that you totally, with your silent stuff, can make a new like kind of genre stuff. You know, it doesn't have to be like theater just because everyone thinks like theater. And we're excited to hear what you're gonna do.
Absolutely. Do you have anything coming up? Anything planned?
We do have. We're actually planning this show. It's in Hermosa Beach at a venue called. Oh my gosh.
It's called
Saint Rock.
Rock.
With an E at the end.
That's it. Oh my gosh. I've been so engrossed in this show, and I don't know why I just forgot that. But
I just searched it.
It's kind of become like me and if you remember Justin Hopkins from the Battles, and he was on Team CeeLo. We've kind of made this our like baby, and there's about 14 of us so far signed up. It's all, and it's on May 9th, and you can buy tickets at St. Rock, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to live stream the show for so everyone around the world can kind of watch it at the same time. Then we're also doing this special backstage acoustic show with like people who aren't performing at that time, and you can donate money to watch that and kind of be a part of the backstage and with interviews and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's gonna be an awesome show. So you guys should definitely check that out.
Nice,
that sounds great.
We definitely will come with our bow ties on.
With my family, with all their bow ties.
Yeah, hang out with the mom and the pops. The Pip Pops.
Oh, you must be pissed at? No, I'm just wearing a bow tie.
And how did you feel when your mother announced to the world that you were precious?
Oh, my mom.
That was adorable.
Well, thanks. I mean, my mom and my sister almost got as much like publicity from that clip as I did, because my sister's freaking out, and everyone on YouTube was like always talking about my sister. So she's always like, "Have you seen my YouTube video with over 1 million views on it?" And I'm like, "It's your video." But, it was definitely cool. I mean, having your family there is such an important part of this whole process. I mean, having a support group there and having a family like mine that is super supportive. I mean, they completely supported me in pharmacy school a year ago, and now they've been with me while I've completely switched gears and gone on to this. So it's such a blessing to have them, for sure.
So did you always feel like music was just going to be part of your life? Or...
Absolutely. I mean, I can remember like being like 8 and watching the Grammys with my mom and being like, "I'm gonna be there one day, Mom." Like, and she's like, "Okay."
Okay, Pip.
I was like, "No, I'm serious." Like, I just, there was a feeling that I had that like I was supposed to do this with my life, and so
that's awesome.
It's finally semi coming true. Hopefully, it'll continue.
Wow, that's okay. And now, also, and everything. First of all, one of my questions: what's the weirdest tweet you've gotten?
There's a lot of marriage tweets. Like, people will tweet me like wedding pictures of my face, like superimposed with someone and their face superimposed.
So creepy.
It happens way more often than you think it would, and it's extremely creepy.
Wow.
Then there's also this thing where somebody created this like hashtag pip-up lines, and like they started to get really inappropriate, and I was like, all right, you guys, we need to stop this.
Yeah.
It was a little much.
Oh yeah, funny. Probably best to ignore those. But
yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, I heard about or I read about your charity work and all of that stuff. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. Well, my best friend's dad actually passed away this past summer from brain cancer, and he was a huge mission work proponent and was always, doing some sort of mission project. And so, in honor of him, I started my own non-for-profit that kind of gives back to that, and it helps youth who want to get involved in mission. It gives them like scholarships and gets them to where they need to go, and then it also gives them the supplies to help in what they need to do. So that's kind of been we sell the wristbands. You can see on my website, we have like a wristband section where we sell them, and it's not. I mean, it's hopefully going to become a bigger thing. We just started about 6 months ago, so it's definitely because of this show has been such a proponent to help that, which has been for me. It's almost an added bonus, to this whole I'm now a part of the Voice experience, but it's also given me the publicity to launch this charity, that I've been wanting to do, and didn't really think it was going to become anything, but now because of the show, it really has caught on, and I'm really thankful for that.
Great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That sounds like really good work.
Yeah,
good
we love to see you doing so well, and then also doing great things with it. So.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
That will only make people want to marry you more.
More crazy pickup
We're
lines.
all gonna send you a creepy picture with a wedding picture. With
I'm
your
not
face.
going to.
We'll do
No,
our best.
Mark came up with the idea. Okay.
Nah, I sent mine to Lindsay Paveo, but she didn't
Mr. and
respond yet.
Mrs. Pip. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for calling in, Pip. We will see you at your
no
show.
problem.
We'll see you at your show on May 9th, right?
Awesome. Yeah. Go buy tickets because there's 14 of us and they went on sale tonight. So
Awesome.
it's only like a 300-seat show, so you guys should definitely.
Uh-oh.
Pip, this is Ronnie in the booth. I seen a show
Hey,
at
Ronnie.
St. Rock, and it's a fun little venue. Hermosa Beach is a great little city. It's like near where I grew up, so you will have a very good time at that show.
Awesome,
I actually
thank
really
you.
like St. Rock. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's good to hear from someone else. So awesome.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Thanks so much.
Thank
Pip.
you so much
All
for
right,
calling in.
Thank you guys so much for having me. It was awesome.
Yeah, no problem. Talk
right.
to you soon.
Okay.
Later, man.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.
You love the
right.
applause.
He's very
The man
nice.
himself.
Super nice.
Very nice guy.
The wedding proposals, marriage
Your
proposals.
AfterBuzz TV.
All right. Who's gonna win it? Should we do that? Who's gonna win
The
it?
top four we're going into this week.
Okay, wait, okay.
Let's do top four.
2.
Well,
Let's do top 4 for this week, and then we'll do one. We'll
Okay.
do top 4, and then we'll say who's gonna win it, because that's like
Which should we say who we want and then who we think?
no, just who is going.
Because I want
to win
Pip to
the
win
vote.
it now.
Okay, you can say him.
Okay.
she did.
No, I'm not
She
going to
did.
say
You
him.
didn't.
Okay.
But-
Go. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. Top 4: Jermaine Paul, Lindsay Paveo, Juliet Sims, Tony Luca.
Oh.
You're saying that like it
No more
has some
Jamar?
weight somewhere in the room.
Oh,
Jamar?
man,
No
wait.
Jamar?
Ah.
See, I would have said Juliet if we were just talking about tonight,
Yeah.
but if overall,
overall-
and Jamar is just man, I wish.
Yeah,
Why did CeeLo
Jamar.
get all of the good people?
I know.
But I think Jamar is gonna come through. I think Tony Luca for sure,
Yeah.
and Lindsay Paveo.
What about
I'm gonna
Jermaine?
help out. And Jermaine, of course. Yeah, I think
But then what about? No, yeah.
it's
that's
gonna
all.
be May.
Gonna
Gonna be Jermaine.
Jermaine.
What do you think?
Jermaine.
Oh, she can't think
Jamar
right
and
now.
Juliet Sims.
You
But
can't.
no,
that's the you
we
can't.
didn't say
That's the
two.
same- That's the
We
same
said
team.
4.
That's the same team. You can't.
I can't choose from the same team?
No, because only 4 people.
Oh,
one from
man,
each
I
team
don't know
goes,
if I
right?
know.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I mean,
Oh.
Gotta and we said for top 4.
Is it okay if I win? Can I say I win?
I don't know if that
Yes, you
counts.
heard it
I
here
want
first.
Mark E. Allen to win.
oh, thank you. Well, that's where you can find me on Twitter.
Oh, really? At where?
Mark E.
All right.
right.
Okay.
Don't have
And
name.
Melissa, what about you?
At Macedo Music. Is that the question?
Yeah. Well, the answer also is at Macedo Music. So awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you next week at the finales.
Ooh, man.
And everybody, keep your fingers crossed for the next episode, which is tomorrow. And all the eliminations on that. Everybody vote tonight. Also vote for Dancing with the Stars. Our
Yes.
founder, Maria Menounos,
Yes.
is on it, and she's awesome. So thank you for tuning in.
Thanks,
And,
guys. We really appreciate your support and your positive energy, especially on online posting sites.
Especially on reviews.
Thank you, but
Correct.
thanks you guys for tuning in. Couldn't do it without you.
Oh, that's sweet. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later. It's gonna bang my.
Soon.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.